What's up, besties? I hope you're having an astonishing day. This video has been cooking for way longer than I estimated it would because I was first struggling to get the right supplies and to find the clothes I wanted to bleach. Spoiler, that's what we are doing. I just wanted to try out painting with bleach on clothes because I've seen people do some cool stuff with it. And I wanted to paint on purple clothes specifically because I've seen that black bleaches to like beigey brown and I don't really like that. But then I couldn't really find purple clothes, so then I decided to dye some clothes purple instead. And so here you can see a little before and after. Bonus this pink little dress because I really liked it, and when I saw it in the thrift store I assumed it's like some mix of maybe cotton and rayon or something like this, but it's I tried, it doesn't, it can't really be dyed. It's not the type of fabric that would take dye, so it's not going to be purple. I just need to keep it pink. The dyeing process is supposed to be quite simple. I think I've already shown it on this channel. You just take the packet of the dye, you dump it in some hot water, and you boil it and until it's there is instruction on the packet. Just if you're dyeing something, read those. But I only had one purple packet that I bought a while ago, and it turned out to be not enough for such a big pot that I've used. So the white shirt turned out like lavender. On the blue you couldn't really see much, and the red turned just like a bit whiny, but also uneven. So I went to the store to buy some more, and it turned out that they did not have any purple ones. Like the lady said, "Oh, I don't think I even had those ever." And I was like, "No, I bought this from you." And she was like, "Oh." So I bought a packet of red and of blue. And so I put the red, now stained dress into the double blue water with the lavender shirt. And frankly I regret doing anything to the t-shirt because the lavender wasn't that bad and it turned out not purple in the end, so yeah. And then later separately the blue shirt in the pink dye, and yeah, the blue shirt turned out like dark purple. The red dress turned out like wine colored, and the white one, I should have kept it lavender because it turned out like dirty dark red type of color, because the mix of the blue and the red wasn't, I mean, I knew that those aren't the right shades, but I thought that maybe magic will happen, and no, it did not. So the first actual project was the formerly dark blue, now dark purple t-shirt, and I decided to do a little spider and spiderweb design on it because I thought that would be the easiest one, and it was the easiest. And also when it comes to my bleach painting job, I think that one turned out the best. So I decided to use a little water brush. I just poured the bleach directly into it because I didn't want to have like a little cup of bleach or anything like that. It's just to be able to splatter it or have, you know, some of it like fall down on my t-shirt while I was moving the brush between that, and yeah. So that was very convenient. And also I didn't intend for this, but the bleach actually bleached the brush because I've been using it for many years, so it's like stained, and it didn't really impact how it worked. I didn't mind that it's stained, but it looks almost like new, so that's cool. I first tested it on some rubber that the t-shirt had on the bottom because I intended from the beginning to cut off that rubber because it's just like you know, kind of gives you an unflattering look. This is a sports brand t-shirt, so if you're going to go on like trampolines or do some sport where you move a lot, maybe you don't want your shirt to slide up. I get why they would put it there, but you know, it's not to look good when you just walk around, because it's going to bunch up. And yeah. So I did my little spiderweb design. I just worked with thin lines, and it was kind of interesting because it's like I paint and then I only see what I painted because it's slightly moist, and it takes a bit to show up as an actual bleached thing. And turned out I can't really bleach the blue. You know, I bleached to the blue. Like, I bleached off the purple that I put on it. The blue is like the original blue. That's the design is just blue, and I like that. As I've said, I didn't want to do this on black clothes because I didn't want it to bleach to beige. So yeah, bleaching to blue is okay. Yeah, I just did those little careful lines, and it turned out good, I think. And then and you can see that the design on the back of the shirts didn't die because it was like the original color, and I didn't really like that. But it was like the same color as the design that I painted on, so I decided to do a bit of a back weave thingy, and then I kind of messed that up because I just looked at the other t-shirts I have going on, and I was like, yeah, I will just cut it like that. But I should have cut like more in a V shape and leave more at the bottom, because like there's too much back showing, in my opinion now. And you know, but I weaved it. It's like kind of also spider web. I think the design is cohesive. I don't know. I feel like that was a bad idea, but in the end, it looks good from the front. Okay, so the second design is the disaster shirt, as I called it while making it, because first the color didn't turn out right, and now I had this brilliant idea that I'm going to paint the Scary Bitches logo. I like the band. Which that part turned out fine. I did that. I think it's close enough. I'm at least satisfied with that part. But I thought that as like a general, because you can see still the patterns on the shirt, I thought I'm just going to add some more pattern. And I saw someone making stamps out of sponge. And I thought, yeah, I could do that too, right? I just make a little stamp, and I tested it on some spare fabric, and I was like, yeah, cool. I made a stamp of an eye shape, and I thought, yeah, cool, because I wanted those eyes to be like identical. But then, when I tried it on the shirt, it left a whole big just splatter. And like, really, on the tested fabric that I used it on, it was fine. It was like, it was the right shape. It didn't bleach very strongly, but I could see that there's the eye shape on there. And for some reason, it just made a huge mess on this one. And I just kind of went into it, and I hand painted some of those eyes, and I just made a bunch of those splatters so it's like even, and I did some on the back too. That's not what I was going for, and so I decided to fix it after by using those eye-shaped big white stains to paint on them. So I ended up painting with black fabric paint, you know, the design eyes, still eyes. That's not what I wanted. I don't know. It's the shirt is a huge mess. I think it's good that it had a lot going on to begin with. You know, with the cutouts, with like a very random print, with like everything. So I think it still makes sense for it to look this way, but that's just not what I was going for. So yeah, I guess. And the last dress, I'm actually the most satisfied with the final result when it comes to this one. But it's not really what I planned. First of all, because of the color. Second, because that's not the dress I wanted to put this design on. And third, and most important right now, I couldn't really bleach paint on it. Like I tried, and you can see I made this design with like a butterfly or like a skull on it, like just a funky little thing to put on the back, and it took a lot of like layers of bleach for the bleach to be visible, and then it also like spread, and it like you couldn't see what I designed, so I ended up also just doing that in fabric paint, and I think it looks good, and I think they like bleach stained parts don't really like hurt it in any way. I think it's just like a bit of a gradient happening. But yeah, it's not purple, it's not the dress I wanted to do, and it's not bleach paint, so that's like my main objectives are not fulfilled. But I think the final result is nice, and painting with fabric paint is just easier, I guess, and gives you more control. So maybe because it was easier, I ended up doing better. But yeah, and here you can see even me in this dress in Croatia, because I liked it so much I took it on holidays with me. And yeah, I don't think this video should have taken this much time to make. I think for the next one I will either do a little video essay, or I just will talk about drawing digitally, because I don't need to gather any materials to do that. And go hunting in the thrift store over and over again looking for purple things and then not find them. Hey, you know how much easier it is to find stuff in black? I still see people complaining like on TikTok, like, oh, the thrift store doesn't have alternative things. It does. There's like half the store is black. I went out to search for purple, and like half the store is black. That's like the easiest thing you can find. Maybe not the easiest, but yeah. I hope this was entertaining in any way, and if you have any like advice on how to do that better, or how it works when it comes to like the colors or how things bleach, or you have any ideas on what to do in the future, I would really like it if you let comment in the comment section down below. And for now, just stay safe, dress appropriately to the weather. You can see my voice is kind of I managed to get sick on those holidays to Croatia, so congratulations me. But I'm doing better now. I don't have a fever. My voice is coming back, so that's nice. So do that, stay safe, stay healthy, and peace.